Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Fishing Indiana. Today, you guys, if you've already noticed, I've gotten a new camera for Christmas, camcorder, and a new tripod and everything. So, I'm going to do a quick review over tackle and maybe some rods, depending on how long this takes, but just more like a test for the camera than to do the reviews. But I've gotten a lot more new stuff since last time I did a rod review, and then, well, I don't even think I use any of the same rods anymore. And then my tackle was a lot different. So I'm just going to go over bass tackle today because panfish I don't really use a whole lot of stuff. So I'm going to start things off with what I carried it all in. It's just a little Field & Stream. That's the same thing I always use, but I can fit 6 boxes in, 3 60 boxes. So start off with my hooks, weights, jig heads and stuff. So got some 1/8 ounce bolt weights. I got some toothpicks in here to peg, and then beads to Carolina rig, and then some 2/0 wide gap Gamakatsu hooks. Get the camera to focus on that. And then some 1/8 ounce Gamakatsu. I think it's a 2/0 hook on the head. I throw a lot of twister tails on those in the river for smallmouth, or the creeks, pretty much for you guys, not really a river. And then this my Wacky Rigs hooks, weighted, 32nd ounce, shaky heads, 1/8 ounce. Then I throw some other Gamakatsu 1/0s. I got some 2s, 3s, wide gap hooks, regular worm hooks, offset, red 3/0 offset Gamakatsu. Then got some 3/16 ounce weights, drop shot weights, 1/8 ounce, pretty much all I use. And then I got some 3/8 ounce for flipping. And that's pretty much it for the hook box. A couple different size hooks in there than what I said, but then we got crankbaits. Don't throw a lot of crankbaits, so I don't have a lot of crankbaits, but got quite a few. This is a Bill Norman Chartreuse blackback, and this is Cabela's. I don't know what it's exactly called. I just know it's from Cabela's. It's like a gizzard shad pattern. And we got KVD gizzard shad. I also have a bluegill, but I'll show you that later. It's on one of my rods. Got a Bomber A 3-foot crankbait. I only got one treble on there because I had wide gap ones. I only had one of them, and I don't really throw it anyway. Strike King. I don't know what that one is either. Got some deep divers, just Bass Pro cheap ones. Put the Gamakatsu wide gaps on there. Another deep diver from Bass Pro. No Gamakatsus on that. And then top water. It's this little like walk the dog bait that I made out of an old crankbait that broke. Pretty neat, I'll show you that. It walks the dog really nice. I made it recently, so fish are obviously not hitting top water. New frog, never showed you guys that. Spro Junior. Some jerk baits, big jerk baits for the pike. I just keep those in here. Hard baits, buzz bait, Mega Strike, strike back spinner bait. It's got the hook swivel on it. Pretty nice. 3/8 ounce white. I throw a lot of white spinner baits, white chatterbaits. Don't throw too many white jigs though. I try to stay with white or natural colors on any fast moving or slow, even just all my baits in general. I try to stay with natural colors because I fish a lot of clear water. This is my creek box, just like waiting, got something to put it in a belt like this. I just throw it here, little belt like strap, put the box in there. Don't carry too much stuff in there, just what like essentials. What I know the smallmouth are gonna hit. It's pretty much all I fish for in the rivers. Got Wacky Rig, Fish Doctor, June Bug. Then we got some green pumpkin. I think this is the green pumpkin right there. And then got this would be green pumpkin still. I got 2 colors of those, and got some pocket crawl chunks for the jigs that I have in here. This is probably my favorite thing to throw for the smallmouth in the river. It's just a little yum, or it might be a Fat Elber by Zoom, I don't know. It's just a green pumpkin. Throw it on that 1/8 ounce Gamakatsu jig head. Just smallmouth a little bit, I always catch them on that. And then I got some finesse worms, smoking shad. I usually drop shot those. I got a couple different power worms in there, different colors. I'll show you those. Swim jig. I don't throw regular swim jig for them because they can't eat them. Like the smallies aren't that big, so I just throw bitsy jig and put a trailer soak and swim on it. And this is probably one of my other favorites. That's a chigger crawl and then a bitsy jig, and I cut like half the chigger crawl off so it fits on better. And then I caught a lot of them this year on the mini. I think this is the mini or the micro or something. It's a shad chatterbait, but you put that fluke on the back of it. Thing goes nuts in the water. It's awesome. Probably caught 7 or 8 smallies on that this year out of the river, but I didn't fish it a whole lot till the end. So I throw that white or shad pattern, depending on clarity, or if I see a bunch of fish ambushing shad, I'll throw the shad, but otherwise I usually stick with the white. These are just a bunch of cheap, I think these are like Lucky Strike or something, just a bunch of regular worms, just for Carolina rigging, or you can even drop shot them, I guess, if you wanted to. Some little shaky head worms, finesse worms. When they start really slowing down, you just throw one of those on shaky head. Caught a couple of those this year. Those were Planos. That was one of them was a Field and Stream. All the other ones were 360 Planos. And then these are 360 Bass Pro Shop. And I got mostly finesse baits in here. Got some 3-inch Senkos. Put them on a shaky head. Not the regular ones like what I showed you earlier, but the Bass Pro Shop ones. Got some topwater worms and some Zoom white trick worms. I love throwing those. Throw the finesse, smoking shad. I think that's a 5, 4.5, something like that. Fluke. Need to pick up some more flukes. It's the only color I got right now. Other than some of those baby flukes, just ice, something like that. I think that's what it's called. Ice, white ice or something. 12-inch Trigger X black worm. Love dragging that in the bottom in the winter or in the summer. Middle of the summer. I actually lost a really big fish out of Thomas's. I didn't even know they got, there was a 6-pound bass. I mean, it's a monster. Just broke me off though. Shaky head Zoom. That might be the Magnum shaky head worm. I don't know for sure. It's I'm not for sure the color. It's like watermelon purple swirl kinda. Creature baits, tubes, crawls, pretty much everything that I'll pitch and flip in here, or even jig trailers. Got some brush hogs. That's watermelon candy, I think. I don't know. Something green, purple, green fleck. Strike King, and I believe some of them are Yum, just the regular green pumpkin flipping tube, or that might be that's watermelon seed. Black, red flake, tubes. I think that's a Lucky Strike. This is Strike King. It's just like a green green pumpkin and a chartreuse on the tail. I didn't dye it, just came like that. Perfect Plastic KVD. By KVD, it's the beaver baits. Not sure what he calls them. He might call them rodents or something. I don't know. The black and blue shadow, Yum, beaver 3. That's a 3 1/4, and this is a 3 1/2. So I threw these in the river this year and did pretty good on them. Crawl Fatty by the Havoc series. Pretty nice baits. Really durable. I mean, I caught 5 or 6, maybe even 7 on the same bait. Some craw trailers, I'm not even sure what those are, but tubes, probably a 3 1/2-inch tube, Lucky Strike. It's like a smoke with silver flecks, excuse me. And then crawl pappies, brown. It's like a it's just brown and green, brown fleck. Then you got some Slurpees, trailers. It's like a PB&J color. And net bait, pocket crawl, summer crawl, chunk. I love throwing those chunks on the back. Just the bass always grab the claws and pull them off whenever I'm fishing them. When I'm flipping, I'll just feel them pick up and I'll set the hook and there won't be anything there, and then my claws are gone. So, I fished a lot of stick baits this year. So I got a whole box of stick baits, and then I got a few more that are just in bags that I won't show you. But these are Big Bite baits. I believe they stopped making these. Just the regular Big Bite bait sticks, trick sticks. I don't know if there was a big sale in the Tackle Warehouse, so I'm not sure if they're stopped making them or if they just put them on sale. Fish Doctors, got a ton of them. And then you got some French fries in here. This is like a pink Lucky Strike. You got more Fish Doctors. And then there's all kinds of different ones in here. They're all just kind of mixed together. You got some black and blue Trick Stick. The French fries. Nice little French fries. They're like 4 inches. Trick Stick. This is one of my favorite colors. It's like a really flashy watermelon. Caught a nice bass out at one of the ponds I was fishing this summer. Like an 18-incher. Pretty nice one. These are the biodegradable Trick Sticks. They're like 5 3/8 or something, like inches long, but they're really, really durable. Even though they're like, you wouldn't expect them to be durable because they're biodegradable, but they're really durable. I probably caught 7 or 8 fish on each one at a time. And for a wacky rig, I'm not using the Senko rings or whatever the guys are using because I really don't like those. But then you got some BPS stick baits. No, it's a biodegradable. Here it is. This is a BPS one. They don't really, I don't think they're that durable. I catch 2 or 3 fish on them, they break. This is my favorite color. It's a pearl watermelon swirl. Caught my biggest bass of my life on that one, on that weighted wacky rigs, like a 6-pound bass. It's incredible. Watermelon seed, nice little Senko. Trick Stick, watermelon, 5-inch. And that's pretty much it. There's a couple different other colors in there, but I think there's a salt black in there, and there's a couple of pearl. Pretty good. I throw a lot of stick baits, so I have a lot of different kinds. Burn through them. So these are all my power worms. They're in the Eagle Claw 360 box. So black 7-inch power, 7.5 or 7, I think, 7-inch power worm. Love throwing that in the river. Catch a lot of bass on it. Smallies, love it. Red shad, I think that's what it's called. 7-inch power worm. Got your pumpkin, green pumpkin, Lucky Strike, curltail, and then you got some, this is like amber, I think you could call it. Blue, amber blue. 7-inch curltail worm, and then it's the green pumpkin, curltail power worm, 7-inch. Looks pretty good. Caught a couple of bass on it. Carolina rigging this year. Really late in the season. Then I got my last box. Definitely not my least. I love throwing jigs. This is jigs. Bass Pro Shop 360 box. I throw my Z-Man chatterbaits in here. I got like 2 or 3 in my Creek box, the miniature ones. I keep one in here in my regular box. Just a little Z-Man chatterbait, 1/8 ounce white, 3/8 ounce white. I actually just got this one today. And then my 1/4 ounce, 1/4 ounce with the fluke on the back, white. I love throwing white chatterbaits. Sometimes I wanted to get a couple brown ones, but can't find them anywhere, so I'm going to Bass Pro in a couple days, so I might pick one up or something. Bitsy jig, little PBJ, PB&J, Booyah, finesse jig. Love throwing this jig. Caught a lot of bass on it. Black and blue, 1/4 ounce. Those other 2 were 3/16. I throw really light jigs because really I don't when I pitch and flip, I don't throw jigs like I will, but I throw light ones for the slow fall. I just like that a lot more than throwing the fast, erratic stuff. I don't really like it. That's a 1/8 ounce Bitsy jig. Another 3/16 pumpkin, and then this is like a pumpkin and green watermelon. I don't know. And then I got a black blue shadow beaver in there for a trailer on a jig that I think's on my rod, but I took it off because I was gonna go fishing today because it's ridiculous right now. The lakes still aren't frozen over. I want to get out and ice fish, but can't. It's still all thawed, and the fish aren't eating anything, so it's like absolute terrible, brutal right now. It's cold one day, next warm. Can't fish. It's just terrible. Next, to go over my bag that I got for my camera. This is my new camera bag. I'll keep this is an old camera. This isn't the one I use, and this is like my backup of my old one. I'll probably use it when we're creek fishing. Just a really low quality, not very good. I did a few videos in it, but it's terrible. All my videos are pretty low quality, so it's kind of why I got a new camera. That, and there wasn't really much of an editing option for the other one, and I kind of want to make my videos more interesting. Not very interesting right now. But it's a nice bag. It's got 3 different holders in it. Front pocket, 2 sides. Pretty nice. 2 side pockets. Alright. So I'm going to take a short break and then I'll get back to you guys with my rods and reels.